Okay, so communicative language testing is really interesting topic, and for us as maybe assessment experts, or for the lack of a better term, people interested in assessment are usually accused that they are numbers driven as opposed to language driven or language in use driven when it comes to testing, right? So, and this is the United States influence on the industry of assessment and testing, because they're the ones who created standardized assessment and a standardized test. And for that, for them to have this model become really successful, they have to actually um, uh, implement numeric standards to it, so it will work, and it has evidence of pedagogical learning too. But our chapter completely argues with that. Right. So if we go to the first slide, we're going to go to the latest definition of the atomistic approach, right? So it's the knowledge of the element of the language is equivalent to knowledge of the language. Okay, so what do you mean by that? Separate segments, contrastive analysis, syntactic, phonological, mother tongue, target language, less difficult quantification of language features. So what can you guys understand from this, and I want you to look at it closely, is this is a model of language teaching and also language learning. So for us as assessment designers, when we want to design a test, you cannot just come to me and say, okay, here's a test, please go ahead and make one out of it for reading or writing whatsoever. No, we have to have a model that we can base our evidence on, right? So a departure point. So for Ledo, that was the approach in 1961. Okay, it is something like unitary, separate, segmented, exclusively taking care of syntax and phonology, meaning listening and grammar, and sometimes reading, right? And it's mother tongue versus target language. This is for translation, pure translation. So this is for them how language is acquired. And if you have a model of language teaching, that has to be reflected in the test. ذكروا انت شباب احنا تكلمنا على الكونستراكتيف construct validity اللي هي بتاع ميزك اللي 1989 وبعدين 1996 احنا قسمنا construct validity الى 6 اقسام. اوكي، واحده منها كانت اللي هي الابستراكشن اللي هي الثيري. We have to base our